Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today, bringing you guys the second episode of my Legendary series. Now today, you can see I'm already in Titan 3 from this replay. I did a lot of trophy pushing, so by the end, you guys can see how far I pushed, and let's go ahead and start with this first raid right here. So it looks like a pretty open base. Even though it is a Town Hall 11, the Queen's max, looks like the Grand Warden's level 6, as well as he is a decently upgraded Eagle Artillery as well. This one's going to be a little bit of a challenge, so let's try to take him out and see if we can at least get a high percentage 2-star against this base. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop the hero's ability right now on the very top, probably a little bit early with that one to be honest, and a king's ability is going to go down right now. I still haven't popped that earthquake spell. Like I told you guys in the last episode, I've been forgetting that a little bit, but still free spells down on the multi, and I'm starting to make my way into the core with the king as he smacks away at the town hall and the clan castle right there. So I have a pretty decent squad on the very top with all of those witches. Looks like I just avoided that giant bomb as well. Town hall is going to go down in a second, and even on the bottom right hand side, I have about 3 witches, 3 wizards, and a golem, and they're doing work over there, so I'm starting to clear my way through this base. I just need to try to take care of that Eagle Artillery as soon as I can, because it's doing a pretty decent job in the backline, even though it isn't super strong. If you let it sit there throughout the entire raid, it'll probably turn into a little bit of an issue, so let's try to take that out right now so my skeletons don't have to worry about that, and we've already destroyed the core of the base for 78%. Now look at the top. Like I said, 4 witches, the Grand Warden, 3 wizards, while I avoid those giant bombs. I mean, it's going to be pretty tough for his wizard tower and cannon to try to crack through those troops right there. And seeing as the skeletons will survive that level 8 wizard shot with a Grand Warden, I'm going to steamroll the rest of the base for a 3-star against a almost fully maxed out Town Hall 11, minus the walls of course, and a pretty decent stuff right there. So still just chugging my way through with these witches. They're pretty fun. You could use any army composition you want actually and get 2 stars against bases, whether it's Go Wipe, Dragons, Lavalunian. But if you guys want 3 stars, this is definitely the strategy to have right now. 26 trophies for that raid right there. And let's go ahead and check out this raid right here against Bad Boy. And I actually found someone with their town hall outside of their base. I haven't found almost any of these, which is surprising because I felt like a lot of people would have taken longer to put their town halls inside, but this was the first town hall on the outside that I saw, and let's go ahead and attack him for some more trophies because I believe he had over 20 available, and definitely no risk with the town hall being on the outside. Alright, so Wall Breakers already broke through the right-hand side, which means I can save both of my jump spells for the core of the base. I already dropped one on top of that Inferno Tower, which my troops are making their way to right now. And then the second jump spell, I can either drop that on top of those Teslas in the core, or a little bit later, we'll have to see what happens as I drop my free spell on top of that Inferno Tower. So far so good. I'm still holding on to the Eternal Tome. I probably could have dropped that a little bit earlier on that giant bomb that took care of like 2 of my wizards, I think, but still not too bad so far as my king is making his way to that gold storage and the Eternal Tome's going to be popped right now. So before the king got out of range, I popped that Eternal Tome as well as I popped his ability right afterwards. It's a pretty strong combination if you guys use the free spell followed up by an Eternal Tome, because if you do that, you can have 5 seconds of invulnerability plus I believe 6 seconds of the free spell for almost 11 seconds of invulnerability for certain defenses around your troops. It's really strong. You can blast your way through a core of a base, and I've done it previously pretty well, and it worked out right there as I almost placed them on top of each other. Alright, so taking a look at where we're at right now, we are at 67%. I still have a lot of witches on the right-hand side, as well as a witch attacking that Dark Elixir drill right there. As long as I have a couple of witches left, as well as a little bit of firepower, which my Queen and Grand Warden will use, we should be able to take care of a lot of these defenses. I don't see a lot of splash damage. I do see some spots where some giant bombs could be hanging out in front of that cannon and archer tower, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. But with some golemites and a wizard on the left-hand side that crushed the rest of the base, only 2 defenses left, and those giant bombs aren't going to mean much. So that's going to be another 3-star against Bad Boy right here. Very nicely done. Again, he was a Town Hall 10 with his Town Hall on the outside, so a little bit unfortunate right there. But last 2 buildings going down, 100% 3-star, and it looks like we're going to take some nice trophies home for this raid. So 29 trophies for taking out Bad Boy. We're absolutely crushing our way through Titan 3 right now. It's definitely a lot better with these trophy pushing changes. Even though it might take me a little bit to find bases, I'm not finding any 1 trophy offers. Everything's for a minimum of around 5 or 6. And a lot of the bases I'm finding are definitely a lot more than that, especially this one right here with Big Bruin. So we ran into Big Boy. We just ran into big brewing, I guess, right now. So taking care of a lot of these bigs right now. And let's go ahead and start off this attack right here with another pretty open concept. All of these open concept bases, which were so effective at Town Hall 10, are absolutely getting devastated at Town Hall 11. I know when I was talking to Galadon, he said even up in the Legend League, people are getting they have their bases still set up like this to where they're just getting demolished by witches. So I'm sure that's something that's going to change over the next couple of days and weeks. But for now, we're going to go ahead and reap the rewards as I pop the Eternal Tome to save my king for just a couple more seconds. So the Inferno Tower did lock onto my king, and I used my free spell already to save a golem. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to free my king from that Inferno Tower, but I did use the Eternal Tome to keep him alive for a couple more seconds. And it still looks like I have plenty of witches and wizards as I am crushing my way through this Town Hall 10. There is just a sea of witches and wizards. I pretty much still have all of my witches that I dropped. I still think I have all 8 remaining, as well as I still have plenty of wizards. And without many defenses on the side compartments of his base, this is just made to be steamrolled by witches and wizards right here. And my Grand Warden's going to do a great job giving everyone an HP aura as we make our way through the base. So Giant Bomb isn't going to touch on very many skeletons. Looks like my Golemites are also tanking some troops on the left-hand side. So far, so good. And this is going to wrap it up for another 3-star right here. And overall, a pretty amazing day of raiding. So if you guys haven't tried out some of these army compositions yet, if you guys have the Grand Warden, they're pretty amazing. I definitely want to make an attack strategy video soon talking about the witches and maybe lay things out a little bit easier. But honestly, if you watch these videos, you guys can probably get the gist of it. 27 trophies for that raid right there. And let's go ahead and head back to base to see how many trophies we ended up for the day. So in the last episode, we finished off at 4,097 trophies. Today, we are at 4,366 trophies, almost all the way up to Titan 2. So I'm not lying when I say the bases are really good. The attacks have been amazing with all these 3-star raids, giving me a crazy amount of trophies. So far, so good. And we'll see how fast we can push our way up there. I wonder when we're going to run into that dead zone that in my previous trophy push was around 3,800 to 3,900 trophies. Maybe that's somewhere around 4,600, 4,700, 4,800. Who knows? But we'll figure it out as we go throughout the episodes. Otherwise, this will be a pretty quick series as we're making our way up to the Legend League, if not further. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like. And until the next episode, I will see you guys later. Peace out.